新世紀エヴァンゲリオン
Okay, let's continue with stage 24 of Neon Genesis Evangelion. Asuka and Shinji have been trying to do a choreography to synchronize their movements and their biorhythms, and it's not been going well. しょっぱなから3時間ぶっ続けて練習 Okay, so from the start, しょっぱ Yeah, from the very beginning. From the very beginning, 3 hours of like continuing practice. And the boot here gives it kind of like a, I guess, a aggressive hit or something like that. Okay, this is the Toshokan. Or Shokodo. Cafeteria. 疲れた! I'm tired. 昼食べたらまたやんのか? Okay, and like if or when eat, still more to do, or there still will be doing. Or again will be doing. Fuda. He's feeling a little bit wobbly. 何言ってんのよ? あんたがどんくさいからトレーニングハードになるんでしょうが? So like, what are you saying? You, because you're don kusai, you're stinky, you're stupid, irritating, slow. The training hard. Oh, it's like hard training that it's becoming. So it's becoming hard training because you're don kusai. You're slow. 私一人ならすでに完璧なのに even though it would be soon perfect if I were doing it alone. I alone, if we're soon momentarily perfect would be, or even though. そう、君一人ならね. That way, if like you alone, if it was just you alone, I guess he's like the emphasis. Yeah, if you were alone. でも、全然僕と合わせる気ないよね. However, not at all with me having the intent of like joining. 合わせる気. Yeah, because like 合わせる here meaning to match rhythm or speed. So like, because you wouldn't have to match with me at all if you were alone. 合わせるのはあんたでしょ? As for the one who's matching or who needs to match, it's you. 足引っ張ってるくせに足引っ張ってる pulling the feet? 足引っ Okay. This is some sort of term, I guess. Ashihippa. I don't know what to make of that. Pulling like it's your fault for like pulling the feet. The English went with like you're dragging me down. You're the one that should be adjusting. You're dragging me down. Ita-ta-ta-ta-ta-ta. Ow, 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 ow. Huh? All right, she's pulling his ears. Oh, he sees his dad. Shide. Oh, commander. どうだね、調子は? How about it? Like the circumstances or the condition. Like what's going on? I guess that's him saying this. はい、順調です. Yes, sir, it's 順調. favorable. Everything's okay. 順調です。4日後の決戦では必ず勝ちます。In 4 days or 4 days later, the decisive battle, as for that, certainly will win. そうか。I see. 期待してる am hoping. Like a 期待 is to have hope or anticipation. So that's what he's doing. か。父さん, dad, なんだ? What is it? Oh, he's shaking. 僕たちこれから昼食なんだけど、よかったら、we, like, from here are going for lunch, but if it would be good, 一緒に, together, 我が仕事がある. Sorry, work exists. I have work. Oh, he was gonna try to invite his dad to have lunch. Sorry, got work. That would be his footsteps. There's listening to the music. Oh boy. Okay. Oh, Batan. She's closing the door or whatever. まったくMisatoったら Unbelievable that Misato. 夜もこの音楽聴けたなんて. So even in the evening, this music listening to. Can't believe she's making us listen to this music even in the evening. 耳にタコできそう? Wait, this must be an expression. It's like an octopus in the ears. Mimi ni taco. Mimi ni taco. To be told or made to hear something so often that you get calluses on your ears. Okay, so taco here. This is a new one. Definitely a new one. Okay. So henchi can be callus or corn, but it can also be pronounced taco. All right, so it's like getting out. It seems like it's possible to get calluses in the ears, or in other words, I'm sick of hearing this. Ne Shinji, like, right, Shinji? Anta tesa, like you, talking about you. Fazakon? Fazakon. Father. A father complex. Like you, like, I guess, do you have a father complex? Gaba. いきなり何を言い出すんだよ? Okay, so suddenly, like, what are you suddenly talking about here? だってそうじゃん. Okay, this is Asuka. だってそうじゃん. シリと一緒にご飯食べたかったんでしょ? そんで断られてしょんぼりしちゃってさ. I'm talking about that with the commander together, lunch, wanted to eat, right? Sonde. Whereupon refusal was done, and shombori, and like you were downhearted, and now you're all downhearted. 違うよ. It's different. Fazakon nanka janai. It's not a father complex or anything like that. Kirai nanda. It's detestable. Or like, or I don't like him, I guess. Kirai nanda. なんであんなやつが父親なんだろうって思うくらい to the extent, like, so I guess like he's detestable or I don't like him to the extent that I think, why is a guy like that my father? でも本当は嫌いたくない. But as for the reality, I don't want to dislike, I don't want to hate him. 多分僕は心のどこかでそう思ってるんだ. Probably as for me, like, somewhere in the heart, it's thinking that way. 多分僕はのどこか. どこか should be just somewhere. Yeah, like somewhere, probably somewhere in the heart. That way it's thinking. そういうのをパソコンって言うと思うんだけどな. Saying it that way, a father complex, like, okay, yeah, but I think what you're saying is a father complex when you say it that way. 意識すぎしすぎ conscious. You're doing too much consciousness or like awareness. Suka, I mean you're like too self-conscious or too self-aware. Kacho? Just opening her soda. 僧侶だってお父さんいるんだろ? Well, talking about 僧侶, meaning her, like, do you have a father? Or a father exists, right? そっちはうまくいってんの? As for that direction, meaning as for that guy, the father, well, does it go well? 私父親なんていないもん. I don't have a father. A father or whatever does not exist, and that's the thing. huh? 死んじゃったの? Did he die? 違うわ。最初からいないの? It's different, you know. From the beginning did not exist. Didn't have a father from the beginning. 精子バンクって知ってる? Okay, I don't need to look up what seishi is when it's combined with banku in this context. A sperm bank, do you know? Do you know what a sperm bank is? Seishi would be sperm. 私の父親はその精子バンクでママが買った精子の一つなの. As for my father, at that sperm bank, Mama bought sperm one. Mama bought a single sperm. Or maybe it was like my father was one of the sperm that my mother bought at the sperm bank. 私は試験管の中で生まれたのよ. As for me, in a experimental tube was born. Or experimenting tube, a test tube. Shinkenkan. Shiken. Yeah, I was born in a test tube. Well, or conceived, I guess, but umareta. 何をほうけた顔して? Like, what's going on? You're doing a hoketa face. Like a stupid face. You've got a senile face. Daってそういう話よく聞くけど like, well, that sort of story hear frequently, or I've heard it often, but 現物見るの初めてだから it's basically like the first time I've seen the real thing. Genbutsu is like the genuine article. Yeah, the actual goods. Looking at or seeing the actual goods, it's the first time. でね、聞いて Hey now, listen. ただの精子じゃないのよ. It wasn't just sperm? Oh, it wasn't a normal sperm. Tada means like average, general, whatever. General or average sperm was not. 私の父親の精子を売ってたバンクは、学歴人学どもに厳しい資格審査にパスした人の精子しか置いてないの。Okay, so as for my father's sperm, as for the bank that sold my father's sperm, school records and personality strictly shikaku shinsa. Sorry, jinkaku. Oh no. No, that's jinkaku, which is personality. Shikaku. Qualifications. Inspection. Okay, so they have qualification inspections, pass, done, people's sperm only accepting. Okay, so they only accept sperm from people that pass these strict qualifications based on personality and their education background. もちろんそれを買う女性の方も相当な資格がいるのよ. Of course, that thing, buying women direction, even also like appropriate qualifications exist. Okay, so also they only allow women that meet certain qualifications to appropriate qualifications to do it as well. Okay. Shinji is apparently just thinking, どうでもいいけど, like, I don't care. 14歳の女の子が精子っていうの抵抗あるな. 抵抗 is resistance, isn't it? Or repulsion. Okay. He's saying like, whatever. A 14-year-old girl talking about sperm, there's resistance or repulsion. He's like, I'm kind of grossed out by this. その中でも最高と言われているある天才科学者の精子が私の父親なんですって? Well, we know where this is headed, right? And like among that, the highest being said, existing genius scientist, sperm, my father is, or whatever. They say that my father had those qualifications. G. つまり, all that is to say, 私は一流の精子と一流の卵子が出会って生まれたのよ. As for me, As for me, the highest rank, or the first rank sperm and the first rank egg, joining together was born. I was born from that. He failed anatomy class in high school if he's saying that. Well, this is Asuka saying this. Tsumari, atashi wa, and all that means, as for me, erabareta ningen. I'm a chosen human. Tokubetsu te koto nano yo. A special thing. I'm special and a chosen human. And he is thinking, Kekyoku sore ga iitakatta tanda na. So in the end, that thing wanted to say, that's what she wanted to say in the end, that she is a special and chosen person. Demo, ichiru no seishi to ranshi de, not, oh, sorry, he's thinking this. But, demo, ichiru no seishi to ranshi de, naze konna seikaku hatansha ga. Okay, so, however, first-rate sperm and egg, through that, why this sort of a personality hatansha? why a person with a personality failure? This is some other seikaku. Yeah, seikaku is just personality. So why does she have such a failure of personality? Nani o sono giwaku no me wa? Okay, so apparently as he's thinking this, he's staring toward her. What are you doing? That giwaku no me. Those giwaku eyes. Suspicious eyes. Oh, I thought it was going to be some comment about what he was looking at, but that wasn't it. Demo sa, well, you know, samishiku nai? Not lonely? Otousan ga umareta toki kara inai nante. Dad, from the time being born, not being there. So, like, aren't you lonely? Betsu ni, like, not really. There's no other choice, or it's something else. Datte kangenai mon, because that doesn't have to do with anything. Relationship, a link does not exist. Chichioya ga ii yo ga imai ga. Ima. Iyo ga. Chichi ga iyo ga imai. Okay, that's not an expression. Well, it would help if I spelled it right. Yoga. I think she's saying, well, actually, I don't know about the imai bit here. A father, like whether I have a father or not, there's no relationship, or there's no link to anything. Atashi wa ouzei no naka kara erabarete eba no piloto ni natte, そして戦って使徒を倒して、それでみんなに認めてもらえたら最高に幸せなのよ. Okay, so as for me, from a great number of people being chosen, or being chosen from a great number of people and becoming an Eva pilot, and then fighting the angels or the Shito and taking them out, fighting and taking out the Shito, and then by everyone if receive confirmation, if being like approved of by everyone, the highest happiness it is. Okay. That's an interesting perspective. Gusun. That's kind of like a gusun is usually like crying, like a sniff. Yeah, gusun. Mama. Negoto. This is like sleep words, sleep talking.なんだよ、人のことをバカにしてたくせに、自分はマザコンじゃないか? Okay. So what's going on? Like even though like making fun of other people or making fun of people, as for herself, like isn't that a mother complex? All right. Mama, どうして死んじゃったの? Why did you die? Gusu. Sniff. 性格の激しさや自信過剰なとこに窓を忘れてたけど. Okay, so personalities hagashi, violence. Hagashi. So yeah, personalities violence or intensity, and confidence kajo, self-confidence kajo, excessive self-confidence. Like due to those things, mado wa sarete ta. Mado. Oh, mato. Wa. Being put on. Or being made to put on excessive self-confidence, over self-confidence, and strict personality. Asuka wa, as for Asuka, who does these things, 本当はごく普通の女の子なんじゃないだろうか. So as for Asuka, who does all these things, as for reality, a gokufutsu, like very normal. Yeah, futsu means normal here. Goku as a prefix just means very. A very normal girl, isn't she? She's probably just a very normal girl, despite all this. その時、僕はふとそんな気がした. As for that time, as for me, futo, suddenly that sort of a sense got. Higasuru is to just have a hunch, have a mood. Yeah, okay, so at that time, as for me, I suddenly got that sense that she's just a very normal girl. Okay, and that is the end of stage 24. We can see quite plainly what the title of the next stage is going to be, but we will read that next time.